Hi, my name is Hannah McCormick. My partner is Marina Gephart, and we will be discussing user-generated content this week. I'd like to get started off by saying that internet access is still restricted to many of those in the US, mostly poor people and people living in rural areas. In fact, in 2009, it was estimated that 94% of households earning $100,000 or more had access to the internet, yet only 35% of households earning $25,000 or less had access to the internet. And although it's 2015 and the gap has probably narrowed, there's still a definite gap there based on income level, so I'd like to point out that certain people don't have access to user-generated content. The internet is considerably faster than it was in 1990, and it's also a lot cheaper. It was $20 an hour back then and very slow, so within my lifetime, the internet has gotten a lot faster and a lot cheaper, so making websites like YouTube that use a high bit rate possible. Prior to the internet, individual citizens had almost no way of getting a message to the masses. Media was, and still is, Google owns YouTube, owned by wealthy media owners who got a say in what was published or broadcast. Unless you owned a newspaper or a TV station, your message would not be sent to the masses, and whatever you thought probably didn't matter. Still, pockets of the world exist without internet access. Cuba, for example. I saw a story when the embassy opened about how social media and user-generated content is largely a foreign concept to most Cubans, and they attempted to take a selfie with a 25-year-old Cuban, my age, and he was very taken aback by it and acted really weird about it, probably because it was very foreign to him, and which is weird to me to watch his reaction. But most of the Western world does have internet access, and user-generated content are immensely popular websites. And since it's the Western world that has a lot of internet access, it's a lot of Westerners making the user-generated content, which is something to keep in mind. An article I read, though, from the National Post of Canada chronicles the rise of YouTube alongside the fame of Justin Bieber, which I guess is appropriate for a newspaper in Canada. At 12 years old, Justin placed third in a local singing competition outside Stratford, Ontario. His mother wanted to share his performance with out-of-town relatives, so she posted the video to YouTube. It caught the attention of a Hollywood talent scout who found Bieber a record contract soon thereafter. As of earlier this year, that same video of little Justin at the singing competition has 7.3 million views. He was a star before ever getting signed, is something I'd like to point out. It was people, us, made Justin Bieber a star, no matter how many people don't like to think about it or want to deny it. We made Justin Bieber a star, although I never ever saw that original video, so I guess I didn't contribute, but you guys did. But it was who the fans wanted to see, and in my opinion, that's kind of a good way to do things. You know, we pick who the stars are, who we want to be singers, and that's kind of cool. And President Barack Obama was also kind of made a star on social media. Although obviously well known before, his popularity exploded on social media. People sent pro-Obama memes to each other, pro-Obama memes on Facebook, if you can imagine, and Obama Girl became a sensation on YouTube. But both Obama and Bieber now have sliding approval rates, but they are both social media stars. Both of their popularity is directly tied to user-generated content produced online by regular people like us. And that's what I want to leave you with.